information. So the company is Tecofil International is located in Italy, in Ravenna. Specifically, we design and construct systems for the treatment of water. We have 4 lines of production. System for the treatment of primary water, containerizing system, wastewater treatment plants, and components for the existing plants. So we have 4 principal main lines. One line is for the treatment for water for consumption, primary water specifically, system for potabilization or softeners or ion scale booster systems. Then we have a second line for compact plants, chemical physical plants, and biological waste water treatment plants. Civil work with waste treatment plants for high quantity of water. It does mean around 5,000 meters a day, cubic meters. And components for the treatment plants. It does mean for revamping. Specifically, with primary water, we design and construct potabilization treatment plants, softeners, ultrafiltration units, and dosing station for chemical treatments. In the case of potabilization plant, we just produce it. We produce it in containerized systems. Third case. This is just some examples. So specifically, in the case of containerized system plants, we have three different types. The first is chemical physical treatment, only chemical physical, only biological treatment, a combined treatment for the first phase with chemical physical treatment and then biological. Is specifically for the case of laundry treatment, water treatment plants. This is some examples. In all the case of compact treatment plants, we just need specifically the hydraulic connection and electric connection because the system go away from here completely assembled. So in the end of the presentation, I will share the presentation. So in the case of components for treatment plants, we design a system for the first treatment. It does mean pre-treatment of wastewater, separation of sand, classification of oils, biological towers for the treatment of waste, with biological process, unit for the flotation of waste. These are some example of what we do. Some example of system that we design and produce. This is for the separation of oils from the wastewater in the case of industrial systems. So specifically in the case of tomatoes production process, where the water is characterized by high presence of suspended solids and high level of chemical oxygen demand. We propose specifically the system for a chemical physical treatment in the case of water from wash the tomatoes. It's different to the Mr. Roberto Lupo because he speaks about biological systems. In that case, we should represent a specific system for an Italian company that they wash tomato before processing. Here we have a P&I of the process. In the first case, initially we make a coarse grid and we have a solid separation. Then a fine grid and again solids from the flux. And there is a chemical physical treatment first with lime for the regulation of pH. And then we have a separation with anionic polyelectrolytes in the specific, in the settler. Then we have a treatment of solid in the filter press. And we resend the water from drainage, the drained water into the beginning of the clarifier. The water from the clarifier that is sent to the initial process with a new treatment of sterilization, because there is a high concentration of bacteria. And there is an integration of the recuperated water with regular water, around 15%. The solid from the filter press should be treated with solid from the production, and there is a very compact system that use a low quantity of energy. There's some illustration about the concept of the system. This is a DAF, United Dissolved Air Flotation. This is our filter press when we have sent it to the final customer. There is in the treatment of recuperation of water, we can use a battery of filtration by carbon and sand. And that's all. I have finished.